Hey, Dawnless Days fans and Lord of the Rings fans generally, and we are here with a new submod, which is the War of the Jewels submod. It's a demo that I am showcasing here today, and yeah, it's set in the first age when the elves are actually arriving in Middle Earth and settling in the lands of sort of Belerind and that sort of area there, and they're actually making their kingdoms, and they're coming to reclaim the Silmarils that Morgoth has stolen from them. So yeah, it's a really, really early sort of version of the submod. There's literally two factions, both of which we have here today, both of which are Elven as well. So yeah, we've got two of the big sort of Elven factions here. We have Doriath, which is the faction here that from when I read the Silmarillion, which was a little while ago, and it's a bit of a mammoth task. Yeah, Doriath, one of the stronger of the kingdoms. I can't remember who they're led by. I don't know whether we have the general here actually. Guardians of 1,000 Caves. So that's a no. We don't have any unique generals, but yeah, Doriath is led by one of the sons of oh, what's his name? I can't even remember now. Finrod or something like that. I can't remember. It's like Finrod or something that leads them. I can't remember all the names. It's a long time ago. I'm gonna need to refresh my first age knowledge. It obviously is clear, because yeah, this is going to be a really, really cool submod. And I definitely want to cover more of it. This is the Haven of Falas, which I don't know exactly which faction this is supposed to be. Whether this is supposed to be just like a bit of a united Elven faction, I don't really know. Whether this is like all the elves that just come over on the boats at the beginning, I couldn't tell you. I don't think there's a Haven of Falas is in sort of is talking about a kingdom itself, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is. The veterans of the first battle, though, is the general, and they look awesome. I mean, we're kind of paused to start with because this battle gets going pretty damn quickly. But yeah, look at these units. Some of them look amazing. I'm guessing this is sort of like the early stages of Linden going. I mean, but they're further west. They're in Belerind, so like where Linden is not really actually the like the edge of the edge of Middle Earth. Belerind is sort of even further west, but that gets sunk under the sea. But I'm kind of giving like Linden sort of vibe, certainly with the kit and look that they've got. That seems like maybe what they're going off. I know that the allied Nargothrond Drim, that's one of an elven stronghold that gets taken up by Glaurung, the first dragon. He kind of like goes into Nargothrond and he goes in and just kind of burns up the place. After a battle when most of the elves end up getting defeated in that, and then yeah, Glaurung goes in and kind of like destroys it, makes it his lair, I think, for a bit, and then leaves. But yeah, anyway, less of the lore. If you want to read about first stage lore, there's a whole bunch to it. I clearly, like I said, need to do some revision on mine. But yeah, this is a really, really fun submod. You can get it on the Steam Workshop for those of you that are wondering, and the link is in the description of the video, as is their Discord as well. I'll leave that there, so if you want to get involved in sort of helping develop, test, or just want to play some games, then yeah, I'll leave a link for the Discord as well. And if you haven't got Dawnless Days and you've been meaning to do so as well, I'll leave a link for Dawnless Days as well. It is probably the #1 mod for Attila that you must have if you're into sort of Total War and Lord of the Rings. This is a must-have. It really is. As we already have some Flathrim sentries here getting focused down here. Yeah, they are tier 2 light bows. What are they going up against? They're going up against some Earthrim archers, which are also tier 2 light bows. But I think they got the first volley off, so I think that's why they've got a bit of an edge here. They're also on a 4v1 right now, focusing down these sentries. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like the elves are going to respond and try and do the same. But yeah, we are here on a unfortified settlement. It's one that we play on quite a lot. And yeah, we'll go over some of the units slowly but surely. It's not like a unit overview. We'll just have a look at these guys. We've got Earthrim spears here, which I mean, we're quite in the dark actually. Down Attila. But yeah, Doriath sort of very much giving like wood elf sort of vibes. I mean, most of the elves, you know, they have a good connection with trees. But yeah, Doriath kind of giving sort of like early wood elf vibes a little bit. They are fighting away in there, and they are going up against allied, the allied Nargothrond Drim. They're a tier 3. up against tier 2. I'd imagine they're going to win that fight. What have we got here? Nivrim Watchers. It's the shock infantry at tier 2. Looking very, very cool. A lot of these assets look very, very unique as well. There are a little bit of overlap, I think, with sort of the high elf stuff. But like Doriath looks very, very unique in sort of like its look. It really does. I mean, the officers for the Haven of Falas look very unique as well, which is great. Something that I would love to see in a submod. And I mean, it's to be expected, to be honest, because the guy that like suggested it, sent the link and said, "Oh, you want to play this? I want you to try and like showcase it." Gyromeister, he's very much involved in the Dawnless Days dev team as well. So yeah, I'd imagine very much capable of making his own assets for the submod. And yeah, I think it was, and then I also Bane as well, who made the Wayne Rider submod. Also, I don't know if he's helping to develop this one, but he sent this one in, so he was very much involved in the testing of the submod. Also a very experienced submodder. Yeah, if you want to see more of this submod, I'll definitely try and get some more replays, because I've seen people in the main Dawnless Days like server as well also trying to play it, trying to get some games, so you definitely could try and get more if you guys want to see a little bit more of this. Certainly as more and more factions come out, I will definitely be showing off more and more. I mean, whilst there's only 2 factions, I'll limit maybe how much we show off, because it could get quite samey quite quickly. But a siege battle will be quite cool to see, that is for sure. But yeah, look at this. They are absolutely, like, these allied Nargothrond Throndrim are absolutely killing everything in here. And these guys aren't getting supported at all by archers. Archers right now, they're actually really struggling at these sentries to really do any damage to the Iathrim archers. And they have, I think, routed a couple of them, but they're still trying to get these last 2. But yeah, Doriath here is like done a lot of damage to the sentries here. They've nearly killed off most of them. Both sides pretty much expended their ammo just trying to shoot each other's bows. We are now seeing Vlathrim Marines come forward. So yeah, definitely giving sort of like sort of seafaring elven vibes with Marines, that's for sure. They're coming forward. They're a tier 2 Javi, and they're pretty much like a Pelican Marine. And yet, I was going to say, they're going to pull back their swords. I'm going to see Javis go in to try and deal with these Guardians of 1,000 Caves. Trying to Javi them, a very elite pole arm. They look very, very cool as well. But there'll be so many cool scenarios, like first stage battles we can definitely get done now once the like all the factions come out. And we have some evil factions to fight these good ones. There you go, we got allied Nargoth Throndrim going back in. That's a bit of a tongue twister, I'm not going to lie. Some of these names I am going to struggle with. There's a whole load more I've got to learn as well. There you go, they're taking out the Aethrim Spears. The Nivrim Watchers are nearly dead as well. They're going to have to send in some Aethrim Axemen, which I imagine look quite similar. Oh, actually, I take that back, they don't look similar at all. They've got very different shields. Got like a scaled like shield, big old axe as well. Let's get a good look at these guys. The lighting is in this direction, which is such a pain. It's not the way I want to be looking. Let's go to slow-mo for a minute so we can enjoy the look of these guys. They look very, very cool. Yeah, chainmail, big shield, and a big old axe as well. I don't know if they're tier 3 though. Are they? Yeah, they are. So they're actually going to be matching up nicely here with the allied Nargoth Throndrim. Look at that. Look at these guys. So much immortal blood being shed here today. And they've seen a gap in the line. There is very much a gap here for the Haven of Falas to send through their swords if they want to there. Which I think, yep, here we go. They're going to go straight through. And we're going to see a tiny little spear come forward. I have a feeling this is going to be a very common theme, is Elven units returning even if they're very low or lasting until very low. It's obviously a common theme in Dawnless Days Vanilla and most submods as well. But it definitely, I feel like it's going to be a thing in first stage. Elves fighting to the last, or very few men left. I imagine to sort of kind of capture the scale of first stage battles, because they are massive. They're like some of the biggest battles for like elves and orcs. Like, you're talking hundreds of thousands, if not millions of orcs probably in some battles. I mean, this is like untold, like Tolkien kind of like doesn't even put a figure on it. It's like you're looking at a lot. If like you're going off the amount of elves that are in these battles, like it's got to be vastly more orcs. I mean, they also have some pretty nasty beasties like Balrogs and dragons, which if they can get those into the submod, would be crazy. But yeah, I imagine like orcish units are going to be like 300-man units, even maybe elite ones. Well, maybe not elite ones, but elite ones might be like 210, I don't know, 220, something like that. I don't know. But to try and get the sort of scale, because like these elven units are, to be fair, only like 85. They are like not that big. Whether they might up that to get scale, I don't know. Because like, yeah, the elven hosts that go across are pretty big. But the Aethrim Axemen here, they are getting slowly taken out. It's because those allied Nargoth Throndrim have encircled them. The polearms have gone back in. They're trying to hold back the Falathrim nobles here. It's a very elite spear unit. It's a tier 4 spear unit. Looks pretty badass as well. I do like it.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
Javi's being thrown in again by the Marines. I think they're trying to Javi again into the polearms. Looks like they're doing a lot of damage to these watches. They're starting to lose. It's getting a little messy down here. I don't think they're purposely pulling through. I think it's just very messy on sort of like who's outflanking who. The Aethrim Axemen are trying to outflank spears, and then the allied Nargoth Throndrin here went in and kind of pulled through the axes, but I think they didn't do it intentionally, like I said. Then we've got the final few units coming here. We've got more Nithrim Watchers, we've got more Guardians of Thousand Cave, and Aethrim Spears. That is it. They obviously were guarding the other flank. Nothing coming that way.
All its ammunition.
We've still got Marines to go in, and that's kind of it. There's just one more Elite Spear as well. Veterans of the first battle to go in. The General's got in. Veterans of the first battle. He's going to form square? I think so. Probably charge him with shock infantry would probably be the best answer, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that. It looks like they're going to lose here this fight. The Javis have been just relentless. They've done a lot of damage to that first polearm, down to 43 out of 85. The Aethrim Axes, apparently they're winning, but I would say not, probably, against those Marines. So they are holding on. In go the veterans of the first battle. And I think they've routed the shock. They are running for their lives. There's now just, yeah, a little bit of the axes left. Look at these units, look awesome. Oh, look at that here. Nithrim Watcher there just returning. He's going to get murdered. We've got some deer as well running through the battlefield. What are they doing here? Well, we've now got a nice line set up here by Doriath. They've got the spears here, the Ithrim spears. We've got the Guardians of the Thousand Cave as well stood on top of them. So they're doing a bit of polearm stacking, which is absolutely fine, to be honest. They've not got any missiles left. Oh, actually, no, they've got a little bit left. A little bit left of Javis, which is going to be needed to do some damage to these polearms. So imagine, yeah, the Haven of Falas player is going to bring forward those Javis and do as much damage as possible to that polearm. The other polearm is General, which is very healthy. So they don't have enough to kill both. They might be able to do at least damage to this one. We will see.
The tower has been destroyed.
They've claimed this tower as well. Good for them. I feel like these guys can throw further than the average Javi, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Pelican Marines can throw that far as well. Thrown a bit of their Javi ammo. Haven't killed a single man yet. Bit concerning. Yeah, as you can see, like these allied Nargoth Throndrim, they're down at 10 guys and they're still holding on. They are wavering, but they are still in the game. Here we go. Javi's going to be thrown. Not a single. Oh, they killed one polearm. Yeah, they are not getting through that. They're going to have to maybe look at maybe outflanking, going somewhere else, like going around, or are they just going to try and grind their way through? We will see. I don't know, because I haven't really looked at the rosters that much, if the Haven of Falas has polearms yet, or whether it's going to get polearms. It might do in the future. But yeah, they might need some. They might have needed to bring some. Put it like that. Oh, they're killing a few more now, but not many. And certainly, there you go. They're out of Javi ammo now. Certainly not enough. And now they're going to, I think, double stack the pole arms. You can see the general be put into the line as well, or maybe just behind it. I think this player here is maybe going to try and go through this gap. I don't think he's going to go through it, but maybe at least attack on the side. Maybe send some of the Marines there. But yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. These pole arms are tier 4, so they're going to munch through a lot of the stuff. Might even be of trouble for the tier 4 spears. We're going to see Shock here. Yeah, I think they're going to match up against the spears that are trying to flank. He's going head on in with the swords here, with the Marines. Send them in, boys. And then there you go, the general there. Yeah, he's trying to get that side charge onto the pole arms and the spears. He's going to get forced back here by axes, by shock infantry. At tier 2 though, I don't know if they got enough in the tank to beat these guys. Yeah, not a single veteran has died there. I'm not also sure when they say in reference to the first battle, which one that is. Is that the kinslaying? Like fighting to get across the Middle Earth? Oh, I was going to say, I don't think that's a gap that's opening up there. These Marines, they're trying to go through a gap that is not there. And they're actually putting up a rear defense as well as the play. Is he really worried of Doriath coming in behind? I don't think he is going to, but I guess he can't see. Spears, though, are not holding. Pole arms are okay. The next one might need to go in. Hold the line, boys. Hold the line. But yeah, if we could get Balrogs in, which I absolutely believe they could. They've got trolls. They could do Balrogs for sure. Like, just make the model maybe slightly bigger. Just if you were to have trolls as well, then you've not got trolls and Balrogs being the same size. But absolutely could be done. Absolutely, that'd be great. And you could have like Gothmog, like the lieutenant of Morgoth, who is a Balrog. You could make him like a unique general. There's so many options for this. I honestly think first stage, it's just such an untapped mine for ideas for a Total War. Like, there is so many cool units, so many cool factions as well. You've got all the different early Manish factions as well that you can be added in. But yeah, I absolutely feel like you could get this done. I mean, I'd make like units like Gothmog and stuff. I'd make them like one mana like generals and just make them tanks. He's just an absolute tank. I mean, you could also have maybe as a command unit if you wanted to say bring like more Goth. Oh, so many cool ideas, I think, personally. Oh, what is going on here? The Spears, I think, have overcommitted. Then they got their wrong attack order, and they've kind of gone through the veterans of the first battle here. They are going to die. That is now going to put the polearm on the front line. The polearms and shock are all that are going to remain, because that spear is going to break here. The encourage has been popped. Does not matter. Calathro nobles, though, are routing as well. Shock, I think, getting rested up there. They're going back in. Didn't really get a charge off, though. Boys just hold the line. But yeah, I really feel like this submod could go really far. I really do. It could definitely compete with some of the well-established submods of Last Breath and sort of like Warriors of Ardor. I mean, it's an entirely different era. So it could be even bigger, really, than those two. To be honest, it could be huge. And imagine if they were, this would be obviously very, very far down the line. But if Gyro is working on this and advertising about this, he's part of the dev team for Dawnless Days. He could definitely also work on a campaign map for this, which would be insane. A first age campaign map would be incredible. I mean, I'm talking like that is like the potential for that is years and years. Obviously, they want to get like all the factions and stuff, but that would be insane to do. really would. And that would be, oh my, that would be insane. Neighboring Watchers here, they're losing decisively. The shock infantry, yeah, is kind of having a few issues. I pull it out the line right now because somehow this Flathrim Noble, I think it's routed and then gone through the line and re-rallied behind enemy lines. That is in behind. I just get out and get some free kills, get 11 free kills, and then get back in the line. Because they are actually kind of causing a few issues here for the Guardians of the Thousand Caves. Well, I say that. The combat even, and the Flathrim Nobles are routing once again. There you go. Didn't even need it.
Cowards!
And yeah, here we go. It looks like the final few units. I think they're just mass routing army losses coming into it. And there you go. A Pyrrhic victory for the Haven of Phalas. We'll end the replay and like at the end results. So yeah, this was sent in by Donald Trump, who was playing, or Bane, who was playing as the Haven of Phalas, and then Winter's Might, who was playing as Doriath. So yeah, the unit kills are actually, to be fair, quite high for these units. I was gonna say they're quite small units. So they've actually, to be fair, some reasonable kills here. 104 for the Flathrim Marines, 118. These guys, I feel like a great asset to bring with those jabbies. The allied Nargoth Throndrim seemed like a really, really solid tier 3 swords unit. 133, 100 kills. I mean, they were ripping through tier 2 elves, which I feel like, that is quite impressive, to be honest, because Elven units, I have a feeling, like tier 2 elves are going to be able to hold for quite a while against, like, orcish factions, potentially. 86 kills here with the Flathrim Nobles, 103 kills with the Sentries, 164, which is actually not too bad for these guys, after they, certainly had a bad start to the Haven of Phalas with their range fight. Over on this side here, Doriath, played by Winter's Might, 109 kills with these Ithrim Axes. I think these are going to be a really good asset. They look really, really strong, and definitely could have got more kills, I feel like, on another day. And then his Arch is getting 126 kills, 198 here. Yeah, his Shock did okay, but not masses of kills. But there you go, guys. That is the War of the Jewels submod. Definitely worth checking out. Like I said, I'll leave a link for it in the description of the video. Definitely join the Discord as well. And yeah, definitely give it a check it out. It looks like it's going to be an incredible submod. And I look forward to showcasing more of it and seeing more of it as it updates as time goes on. But until next time, guys, I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.